You are invited to a night of elegance and world-class music.
The Jazz Institute of Chicago is celebrating its 56th year in a magical gala complete with contributions of honorees like Orbert Davis. He and Executive Director Heather Ireland Robinson join us with more. Welcome to you both and congratulations to you, sir. We're going to talk to you about your honor in just a moment. But first, Heather, tell us a little bit about this. You're producing this whole thing. So tell us, what is this going to encapsulate?
Sure. It's not just an opportunity to hang out with some of the best and brightest, the people that make jazz happen in Chicago at the beautiful Hilton with Branford Marsalis, an icon family legacy of the foundation of jazz here in America when we think of jazz, right? But it's a chance to invest in our programs, 90% of which are free, our students that are continuing the legacy of jazz, and of course to honor some fabulous jazz folks in our city.
So let's talk about the man sitting next to you here. Orbert, last time you were here, you had your trumpet with you.
I sure did.
Tell us about why he's being honored with his business partner.
You know, both Orbert and Mark are just pillars of the Jazz Society here. Not only is Orbert a talented musician, the work that he's done with this third string music, with the Philharmonic and with Music Alive and his other programs really ensure that jazz is going to continue and pours into young people and make sure that we're keeping that legacy alive and shining a light on Chicago as we do that.
Orbert, how did you feel when you first heard that you were going to get this honor?
Well, I'm actually, you don't need me here. She said everything. But I'm humbled, you know, first of all, to share it with my best friend for so many years, Mark Ingram. And I just feel like I represent all of Chicago, you know, all of jazz, the history of Chicago jazz, and the future.
And what do you think it is about the Institute that they do so well about bringing that education to parts of the city that may not otherwise get it?
We do not have enough time for that. From my early years as a musician in Chicago, Jazz Institute has been a part of it. And I could just think of so many performances at the Jazz Festival that wouldn't have happened if it weren't for the Jazz Institute. And really launching my career. The orchestra itself, Chicago Jazz Philharmonic, was from a call from the Institute to think big for a festival. I said, let's do something with a full orchestra. So they're friends of Chicago, and they take risks. They're jazz.
And look at this guy right here. Get out of here.
And of course, I mean, this career in jazz music has taken you to so many places and collaborated with so many different individuals. I mean, obviously, performances like we see here, and there's recordings that you have, but also you've worked in other fields as well with the music. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, education, of course, is one. We actually have a pretty thriving education program that teaches reading and math through concepts of music. And then we do extensive work in Cuba, working with students and incredible university students there.
And Heather, what do you hear from the students in Chicago who are participating?
Well, they get to hang out with other like-minded individuals, other cats, as we like to say, with our JazzLink Student Council. We're going into the schools as well. A lot of our programs also might capture those young people with our Let Freedom Swing program, where we partner with Jazz at Lincoln Center in New York. Kids that maybe aren't thinking about jazz, who are just going to an assembly and get to hear the likes of Perez Whitted talk about the history of jazz and put them in a line and scat with them. So capturing those kids as well as those young people that have a mind for jazz and are really shaping the next generation and are the next voices and the now voices really of the music today.
Are you surprised that the younger generation didn't know how intertwined Chicago history is with jazz history?
Most of them know. You know how we are in Chicago. We love the city. You cannot escape it. And that's one thing we really try to do is talk about the history. We say born in New Orleans, raised in Chicago, and spread to the world. Kansas City, New York, we got to give it to them. But that Mississippi River came right to the south side of Chicago, and it spread from there.
Oh, so let's talk about this gala. How do people get involved?
Yes. So our website, we're across all socials, but our website, jazzinchicago.org. You'll see Branford's face as soon as you click on, and you'll find out all about our gala.
And Orbert, do you have your acceptance speech? Like, what are you going to do? I mean, I hope you have all the people you have to thank. I mean,
I do, but jazz is about improvisation, so I'll be ready for the moment.
Well, don't forget those big names.
Yes, Heather, Orbert, thank you so much. The Unforgettable Evening Gala is this Thursday. It's May 22nd. For tickets and more information, again, head to jazzinchicago.org or find them on the socials.